weekend.
Woohoo! Where are you doing?
Saturday and one on Sunday.
All right.
And Saturday I had to make it work. I have afternoon appointments, but we just did an off time, so we're doing 10 to 12. I'm like, okay, whatever works. Let's make it happen.
Outstanding. Very good. You got partners doing them, or are you doing them by yourself?
No, I do have I have a partner for Sunday, and I'm waiting to hear back from somebody for Saturday.
Okay.
They wanted to do it with me. So
Larry, Larry, take back over to this for a second. This is my my guest calling in. She's having an issue. Hold on.
All right, I'll jump in. Erica, yay. Okay, somebody else tell me something good.
I got a callback potential listing from an equity call yesterday.
An equity call. Explain that to us.
So I have a buyer who wants to purchase in this one particular neighborhood. A lot of people bought their homes in around 2016 for about $170,000. Now those homes are worth about $230,000. And so I'm just calling for my buyer, and as well just calling to introduce myself to some of the people in the neighborhood. And I called this one lady probably about February. Just kind of introduced myself, said, hey, if you know of anybody in the neighborhood looking to sell, about to be coming soon, let me know. And I hadn't heard from her. And I know her neighbor just got on market last week and is under contract now. So I called her back and, was playing with her like, hey, what happened? You said you were going to call me back and you never did. So we kind of discussed what I was looking for. And she said, I'll call you when I get home and I ride through the neighborhood. So about 4 or 5 hours later, she called me back, said, hey, I don't see anything, but how much are they asking? And I'm like, about their cash, $235. And, she did a little finger like, kind of thinking thing. And it's like, hey, let's talk. I'll do an equity analysis. Let's talk. So I never brought up selling her house to her at all, like ever at all. I was talking about the other people around. So it's almost like for people who say, I don't want to sound salesy. It's like, you're not.
Salesy. Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, it was like, I just asked her to help me out, and people want to help you.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that news. Somebody else tell me something good. All right, I got an offer on a listing yesterday. Yay.
Yay.
Good price. VA loan, but the house is clean, so I'm not worried about it. And it's a Vestavia agent, so I'll get to work with somebody else from the office, so that's good. Somebody else has something good. What's going on? Who got a listing this week?
I didn't get a listing, but I got a verbal agreement for him to sign buyer agency because I made it a point to get to him before he sees 2 of the realtors on Friday. So we have an appointment today.
Ooh, and that's important.
Yeah, he said that because I followed up and actually gave him information for lenders and everything, that he was going to go with me, and he'll just tell them, when he sees the houses on Friday, that he's working with a realtor already.
Oh, so he's already made appointments to go see other houses with other realtors?
Yes, he made those before he talked to me, because he's, trying to get them as they come on the market. But then he talked to me and said that he hadn't signed anything and that he was excited to do that today.
So why wouldn't you have him cancel his appointments with those other realtors and then you go show him houses tomorrow?
Because I was trying to schedule all the times that I had available, aside from all the appointments I have, and I'm all booked. So he's, but I'm going to get him to sign it today.
Try to keep him from going out with those other agents.
Okay.
I would get somebody else to go show him houses or something. Because if he actually physically goes out with those other agents, even though he doesn't have any signed agreements with them, I think it could become awkward.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had that happened before where I had clients that clicked on Zillow buttons and scheduled appointments to go see houses with other agents. And when I found out about it, they canceled their appointments with the other agents and said, hey, I've got an agent. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. And then I've gone and shown them the houses. So I personally, I don't know what other experienced people would say, but I wouldn't want them to go actually see houses with other agents, because if they like that house, then you could say that agent's procuring cause too. And you won't get the opportunity.
Only procuring cause when you actually take it to closing.
Right. But so if he goes and sees those houses with those other agents and he wants to make an offer on one of them, then
Yeah,
Sherry would have an opportunity.
To be procuring cause, you have to write the offer and close it.
Okay. So just showing them the house, if I showed somebody a house and then they said, yeah, I'm going to write an offer on that house with another agent, I'd go after that. Don't you think?
You could.
I mean, yeah, Sherry, I'd try to see what I could do about that. But yay, if you got him to agree to sign an agreement. So get that done. And then
All right,
don't let it.
Thank you, Beth.
Yeah, I'm bringing a paper copy.
Okay, I'm going to shut up now.
No, that's okay. Our guest is having some technical difficulties, so I'm going to call an audible. And we're going to have to put that one on for a different day. So with that said,
Rob?
yes. Oh, there you go.
I'm on my phone. It
I
won't have
gotcha. All right. Yay. All right, everybody. So we do have our guest. Yay. With that said, let me introduce you guys. This is somebody that most of you have never seen or know of, but this is Nancy Turner, who is calling in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Everybody say hi, Nancy.
Hi.
So,
Hey, Nancy.
let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and Nancy, give me a little bit of your background and when you came into Keller Williams and before that,
Okay.
all that.
Okay. You have a great group here, Rob Tucker.
Thank you.
I started in real estate in 1982, so that makes me 39 years old in this industry. So a long time ago, and that was my first career after being a school English teacher.
Uh-oh. She frozen for everybody else too?
Yes.
Yeah, you got bad reception.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're freezing.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's try. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Well, I am going to try plugging this into this and see if that helps. Is that any better?
It seems to be better for now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm having troubles this morning. Sorry. Okay, so 5 years in Winston-Salem at very traditional companies, then moved to Charlotte in '87 and sold for 15 years at a very large traditional independent company. Then 19 years ago, Keller Williams decided it wanted to start an office in Charlotte. And I was approached by Rob Tucker, who said, hey, Nancy, you think you might be interested in this? And long story short, he put me with a regional director. I said, what fun to be in as we opened in Charlotte, and have been affiliated with one of the first market center here in Charlotte for the past 19 years. So it's been very interesting to jump from that field of traditional real estate into this amazing interdependent company, and to be able to work and see hundreds of agents come in and out of my office, many successful and many failing. So it's been an eye opener, and I am happy to help you.
Good. All right. So with that, so you've probably seen well over 1,000 agents come through.
Oh, yes.
In various different backgrounds, various different industries, various different personalities as well. So if you're looking at agents that are getting into the business and over these years, what would you say their focus needs to be as they're getting into the business to get started to build a successful business in the industry?
That's an easy one. And there's only one answer, in my opinion, and that is to have the plan before you start. Just like a builder has house plans before you start. I think a business plan is critical. And believe it or not, it is what most agents do not take time to learn how to write. But I can tell your coaching students who are on the phone that if you so much as write down your goals, you have a 39.5% of meeting those goals. That's just writing them down on a piece of paper. If you write them down and share them with another person, your chance of meeting those goals goes up to 76.7%. And here's the key. If you will write those goals down and have weekly accountability, your chance of success goes to 99%. So I would say to you, have a plan and have accountability with that plan. That to me is the number one thing that you have to do. And as far as focus, it has to be on lead generation. It has to be on adding people to your database, which enables you to lead generate. Gary Keller has always said, the number of people in your database determines how big your business will be.
Yeah, absolutely. So go back to one, you said something in there that was really interesting, and it's called focus.
Oh, yes.
Talk about focus and some of the things that will set agents apart, and some, the things that will make them fail.
Okay. I heard yesterday that Steve Jobs said that focus is about saying no. And if you think about that, it does narrow it down and show you where you should be focusing. Do you have time for a little interactive exercise for a minute?
Of course we do.
It doesn't take 5 minutes, I'm sure.
Let's do it.
So agents, I'm going to read something to you, and then at the end of this little paragraph, there's going to be a question for you. And I want you to submit, you chat. Rob, will you
Yes.
Monitor the chat box?
Sure will.
And if agents don't shout it out, but just submit the answer that you think is correct in this, okay? All right, so listen up, because you're going to know the answer. I am your constant companion. I am your greatest asset or heaviest burden. I will push you up to success or down to disappointment. I am at your command. Half the things you do might just as well be turned over to me, for I can do them quickly, correctly, and profitably. I am easily managed. Just be firm with me. Those who are great, I have made great. And those who are failures, I have made failures. I am not a machine, though I work with the precision of a machine and the intelligence of a person. You can run me for profit, or you can run me for ruin. Show me how you want it done. Educate me, train me, lead me, reward me, and I will then do it automatically. I am your servant. Who am I?
Oh, all right. So here we go.
I-
We've got time and yourself and your mind, mindset, time. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We've got discipline, we've got CRM, we've got effort, conscious money, mindset, and we have a winner though too.
Oh.
Yeah. Aaron Leach. Take your go off of mute and say that.
Habit.
Yes. Yes, Aaron, well done. That is the definition of a habit. And your habits in your business are going to make you or break you. And that's not easy. We know it takes a while to develop habits, but sometimes you're already in the habit and it might not be good. And so you have to somehow figure out how to get rid of it. And then many of us don't even know, what habits are killing them, hurting the business, and what habits aren't.
Yeah. We talk about that because we talk about the process. We talk about falling in love with the process of real estate, which is all about the things that you can control. That those dollar productive activity things that everybody has control over. We don't have control over the outcome of those, but developing those activities as habits are something that every agent here can do and should be doing. And it's also painful though, isn't it?
I bet they say yes to that.
Yep, absolutely. So what are some of the habits that you've seen over the years in 39 years in real estate that will make you or break you?
All right. Well, first, before I give you the answer to that, I'm going to ask your students to do one more thing, because this is going to help them figure out their focus. What do I focus on? Because that's the habit you want to develop. What is it I have to focus on? So I'm going to ask you the first question, and you all reply in your chat. And the first one is, let's see how much you know about yourself. What habit is your heaviest burden as described in that paragraph? What habit is going to run you for ruin? Do you even know what that habit is that is your heaviest burden? I'll let you answer.
There you go. Let's see. We've got self-doubt, tech.
Tech, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What else? What you guys got? Time management. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah. Bina Shaw says fear, procrastination, inconsistency, fear, time management, fear. A lot of fear in there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a question too. Fear of what?
Yeah.
Is it fear of success? Giving my time away, fear of failure. Yeah, fear of success. Yeah.
And fear of hearing no. Yeah.
Yeah. Fear of success. Fear or success. Yep, absolutely. So, all right. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot who have responded and it seems to be that fear may be one of those big things, but then you've also got, the time management piece and procrastination
and technology.
Yep.
Well, let's deal with those in a second. So before you do that, answer this question, and then you'll have your piece of puzzle solved. And that second question is, what habit is your greatest asset? What is managed by you correctly and is going to push you to success? What habit is your greatest asset?
There you go. All right, go ahead, answer. Determination. Oh, I like that, Aaron.
That's a good one.
Yep. Go ahead. Follow up, discipline, consistency, drive, energy, finishing tasks, nurturing, strive to get ahead, Communication. Ooh, there you go.
Here we
Persistency.
go. Yeah.
Finding solutions. Good. Anybody else? Helping others.
Okay.
Good.
How about anybody pin it down even further into their lead generation skills? Which one of those, or whatever you do in your business, that you definitely will take you to success?
There you go.
All right, listen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Time blocking, mastering scripts, listening. See no's is yes.
See no's is a yes.
Yeah.
Communicating with my database.
Lifelong learner.
Ah, okay. All right, excellent, excellent. So I think the whole point of that exercise is that you recognize what will get you to where you want to be. And until you can figure out where your strength is and the best habits that have to be incorporated by you, instead of just falling into the routine of continuing bad habits, that's critical. I do love the fact, when you think about change in 39 years, Rob, you ask, and somebody mentioned technology, and they also mentioned it as a fear.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is one of those things that's changed. The basics of real estate have never changed. All of the lead generation, you can talk about the best practices. I, for one, think open houses are the best gift to real estate agents. And that's where the majority of my newcomers throughout the years have gotten the most leads in their rookie year, is open houses. But the technology part can either be helpful or hurtful, because with this day and age, so many people rely on text and emails and lack of FaceTime one-on-one, meaning the primary thing that really hasn't changed and is desperately needed in addition to social media, et cetera. What do you think that is?
Anybody?
What do you think that is?
Interaction.
But on what? What device?
Face to face.
Phone. Pick up the phone and call. Yeah, and face to face, even better. Yes. Yeah, but we've gotten away from and scared of. I wonder if some of that fear might stem around picking up the phone and calling.
That's a great point, right? Because it seems like, we all know what we need to do, right? Real estate's very simple. It's face-to-face interactions, it's real estate conversations, and it's building relationships that are going to do referrals year after year after year. And technology seems to have added a crutch or has kind of increased the fear of doing those basics that we know that work.
Yeah. And then on the other hand, it has also given us a wonderful tool to stay in touch with people. Mm-hmm. The command and the things that Keller Williams has put in place. Yeah. Yeah. So but it can work both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely can. So, all right. So go back to your habits. If you say, and you brought up open houses.
Yeah.
If you've got a rookie agent coming in, give them 2 or 3 things that if they want to get off to the fastest possible start, get clients in the fastest possible way and get successful. And and this may be 2 different answers and it may not be. And for those that are, like dual career, those that are making a transition or want to make a transition from another job into real estate full time.
Okay.
Where do they focus on? Where do they get the fastest response without going broke?
Well, open houses is certainly a good answer for that. And I would go straight to an experienced agent in your market center and ask for the best listing they have in an area that gets good foot traffic that you can advertise, one where you can go out and walk before the open house, okay? Because you want to walk it that Saturday morning or that Friday afternoon between 3 and 5 and remind people of the open house and invite them to come and invite them to bring their friends. But that's the first thing, is to approach someone, find a good listing, okay? And then get ready for it by doing the prelim work. I know that probably there are some videos and classes on how to take the flyers and knock on those doors and invite people. You'd be amazed at the neighbors who really would like to come in and be nosy. I mean, it's great. And you may pick up a listing or a buyer, but I guarantee you, you will pick up leads.
No doubt, no doubt. We have some, I think we watched a couple of our agents do one last week, and they forgot to start counting at the beginning. And I don't know how long it was into the process for CD and Cherry, but by the end of the day, they had well over 50 people walk through the open house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's remarkable. And then what kind of follow-up is done after that open house?
Well, hopefully they are putting them all into a smart plan, and they are calling, and they are continuing to follow up, right, Cherry? Right, CD? They're on here. I know they are.
Well, that's the critical part, is the follow-up by the next day. Don't put it off a week, but call by the next day and tell them how thrilled you are to have met them. And that, you all are salespeople and you're relationship builders, and that's the easy part for you. But do pick up the phone instead of sending that email or the text. Try that first and see if it doesn't work a little bit better, so they can hear the warmth in your voice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to open it up for a couple of questions for anybody that is on here as well. So who's got some questions for Nancy? You've got somebody that is one of the legends, the first team leader in Charlotte, North Carolina. So think about that and going in and building that market center. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay.
Hey, how everybody doing this morning?
Great.
I'm a new agent. I'm a newer agent, and I'm working with different people in different KW areas, just getting to know other agents. And I've made plans to work with another agent in a different KW area to do an open house, to help with an open house. And I don't know a lot, but I do know what I've learned from you guys thus far. I know what I've learned from Rob thus far. And I know in order to do an open house well, you need signs, you need paperwork, you need to know the area, you need to market it, you need to get out there and be involved in it. But it's not my open house, and she's doing it. Do I suggest this? How do I suggest that without being like stepping on her toes?
Do it.
Are you asking, my volume isn't the best, but you're asking how you can be more a part of that? You're saying that the other agent is there also?
And Erica, is it?
It's not my open house.
So it's somebody, let me clarify. So it's somebody else's open house, right? And you're you're kind of piggybacking in there. Is that correct?
Yes, it's somebody else's open house, and I volunteered to help with like signs, to help with the open house, to be the additional person in the open house, just so I can get my feet wet. And she said, yes, sure. And I asked her, I called her because the open house is coming up. I said, what are you doing for the open house? I haven't seen any marketing on Facebook. I haven't seen anything. What area? What's some address? Have you looked at the MLS? Have you looked at other areas? And she was like, no, we're just going to go out there a couple minutes before. And I was like, that's not going to give us a lot. It's not going to maximize the open house. And I don't want to be, she's experienced, so I don't want to say that and feel like I'm overstepping my boundaries.
Erica?
But I want to maximize it.
I think what maybe the next time when you want to hold an open house, I first learn from the person holding it open and whether you like what they're doing or not, because you know what to do. And I don't think you can be critical of another agent, of course, but the next time you could be the lead agent to hold one of your office listings open. And you could even take another person with you if you feel more comfortable having a buddy in there. But that, and you can inform that list agent what you are going to do and let her know what a great job you're going to do. And she will not need to be there. Then every lead is yours, and you have done a beautiful job in generating those leads. And I don't know if that answers your question, but I would certainly go that route the next time.
Yep. I would say too, Erica, and I'll jump in on this as well, but let that agent know that you want to do things, you want to see if you can increase the traffic for them in their listing, and do the Facebook ads and do the door knocking before, and take that and make it, because you're putting your name out there, right? You are making contact and you're having it. So I would call them and ask them, do you mind if I go ahead and market it and put the word out and see if we can increase traffic?
And that does generate leads for Erica.
Absolutely.
The Facebook, because her name is on that.
That's right. You got it.
That is correct.
Absolutely.
That is correct. Good advice.
Yeah.
Rob, don't close without the last word. So if there are any more questions, but the last word's the most important word.
You got it. So any other questions out there? Thanks, Erica.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank
you
you.
got it.
I wanted to know if we can get that definition of habit. I would like to have that.
I'll send it to Rob.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
So I'd like to know, have you ever seen a market like it is today? And what pearls do you have for us to ride this out? Because it's absolutely crazy.
It is the craziest market I have ever watched agents go through. And I thought in 1982, when interest rates were 18% and discount points were 5. Okay, I thought that was crazy. But this is something totally different. The only thing I can tell agents is to know it will change. Gary Keller happens to be one of the best forecasters and gurus in the industry, the best. And I take to stock anything he says, and he can tell you what year we're going to have a shift. And that's coming probably next year. And so prices, there's going to be an adjustment, and there are going to be foreclosures. And you're not going to have to see those. I saw this post of a banner across a major interstate. Now, this was silly. This was a post. And it said, slow down, real estate agents. An offer was accepted 5 minutes ago. And that is what this market is like. So keep your chin up and keep doing the basics. I would tell you not to let up with lead generation, and keep that smile on your face. And you keep calling all of your people saying, okay, how can I help you? I know this is a difficult time in a lot of different areas. What do you need? How can I be of help? You go through everybody in your database and you offer that, and they'll remember that. They will. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
So before I'm going to give Nancy the last word, but I didn't say this at the beginning, and I'm not sure how many of you know, but does anybody know who Nancy is, by the way?
Wouldn't that be your mother?
Yes.
That would be.
Yes. God bless her. God bless her.
Oh my gosh.
You got it, guys. That is that was that lady right there was my first recruit to Keller Williams, by the way.
And his first cross sale.
That's correct. And my first cross sale. You've heard that story about the condo, right?
That's the truth.
You guys.
That's the truth. Yes.
That's right. All right. So thank you so much for being here, but I know that you've got just an important message too as we close. So it's yours.
It's about a habit I want you to form, and I want you to start today. And I don't say this to agents who are not with KW, because they don't have this opportunity that you have. I want you to learn how to build your real estate business to the best of your ability. And that is what you do when you walk through that door, okay, into Keller Williams. That's your goal. But we're missing the other part of that. I want you to change your mind about putting one thing on the back burner. And I want it to go up there with building your income from your real estate business. And that is building your passive income for when you no longer want to haul and hope. Because after 20 or 30 years, you aren't going to want to get in that car and talk all day long and take them across, 30 miles to show houses, et cetera. You are going to want to spend more time with your family. You are going to have emergencies throughout the years. You are going to want some play money. And most of all, you're going to want some retirement money. You're going to want income coming in that you no longer have to work for. That's what our profit share is. So rather than just focusing on your business, I want you to ask someone to give you a class or talk with you about the easiest way when you're building your business plan and you're setting your goals on how many houses you're going to sell and how much money you're going to make that year. In addition, you're going to have another goal and you're going to be held accountable for it weekly if you want it to work. And that is, how many cross-sell agents can I talk to? How many people in my database are looking to be a real estate agent? But I want you to put profit share, contacts sent to team leaders, all of that into this mind and focus. That's going to be your focus. All right. So just promise me you will take advantage of this incredible gift that Gary Keller has given you.
Very cool.
The end.
Absolutely. Tuscaloosa just asked, hey, Rob, did your mom write 0 to 10 million?
Thank you. He's my coach. He's doing exactly what he should be doing. I love seeing that. Yes.
All right, everybody. It is, as you know, it is DPA time, dollar productive activity. You guys know your numbers. You know that you are developing the habits to be successful. So it is time to work on that habit. Nancy Turner, thank you so much for your time. Everybody
You are
else,
so welcome. Let's do a profit share sometime.
Let's do it. All right, guys, DPA, you guys are rock stars. Go develop those habits, make some contacts, have some real estate conversations. Rock and roll.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.